What does it mean to do inquiry coaching and to do it well?
First of all, the hope of a good session is to have conversations like this one. So an inquiry coach is there's again, I'm going to step out of role and I'm going to start talking about the what does it mean to do an inquiry coach. At first, it's going to be a lot of one-on-one conversations, just like we're doing, right? So people volunteer things and they get into a conversation. There's this really didactic aspect that's going on between the inquiry coach and the coachee or the EGP meeting participant. But other people in the group are witnessing this as everybody in this meeting is overhearing this conversation. And that basically means that all of us are starting to think about, wow, those are the kinds of things that we can do, right? These are the kinds of directions that a conversation could go. And you notice how much more it's focused around insight. Like the action of being an inquiry coach is to essentially help people to notice the questions that are implied, but they didn't realize that they were asking them. So as a result, at least in the first part of the session or for the first few meetings, the inquiry coach is going to be pretty active as a participant in the process of helping people to navigate assumptions. So being a good metaphysicist is great. Being a great coach, being a good facilitator, being a good communicator, all of these things, emotional relatedness, are all going to be part of the skill set. But the idea is that in the dynamic, it's going to be it's going to seem as if as you were already saying, I don't want to hold the floor too long. But to some extent that's okay, because if it's a rich enough process, it's acting as a demo for everyone else. So in that sense, that's just the first phase of the process. Then what's trying to be done, like again, we're talking about inquiry coaching and what does it mean to do EGP and so on. The next sort of phase that kind of emerges slowly is after each person has had a chance to sort of explore their own relationships. The questions that they will ask, or the kind of conversation that will happen for subsequent people, will effectively include, by reference, the conversation immediately prior to it in the same group. So over time, the idea is to try to encourage people not so much to feel like they're holding the floor, but that everyone else is feeling like they are interested to interrupt.
Hmm.
So in that sense, it's like, oh, I want to build on what that person just said. Wow, I just noticed that thing, and that led me to ask this.